Mr. Gallegos, you were charged with discharging a firearm in a metropolitan area. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. Are you Mr. Gamero?
That's me.
Mr. Gamero, you were charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. Mr. Garcia, you were also charged with discharging a firearm in a metropolitan area. All of you are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you.
On January 12, 2025, the officer observed 4 males in dark clothing forming a circle and discharging several high-caliber weapons into the air while on patrol behind a residential neighborhood in Harris County, Texas. The officer observed 2 males run towards Muscatine Street and 2 males flee towards Garber Lane, where the officer remained stationary. The officer identified the second male apprehended as defendant Gamero, 18 years old, who was found in possession of a Glock handgun tucked into his waistband. Defendant Gamero admitted that he and a co-defendant, a 14-year-old juvenile, had been firing an AR-15 and a Glock along with 2 other males who fled with a second AR pistol, and the other 2 males were apprehended, one of which was defendant Gallegos, 17 years old. Defendant Gallegos confirmed the other male's identity and stated the weapons had been passed around among 4 individuals and that all were involved in shooting them, and that the AR was purchased from an unknown individual in the street. The 4th male was identified as defendant Garcia, 17 years old. Defendant Garcia admitted to firing all 3 seized weapons, and defendant Garcia was observed disposing of an AR-15 and surrendering.
So when you fire a gun in the air, a bullet has to go somewhere. If it lands on a 7-year-old's head, what happens? It's a rhetorical question, meaning that you don't need to answer, but I'm giving you something to think about, that what goes up must come down. What goes down will ricochet. And if it ricochets into a person, someone's going to get charged with that murder. Do you understand?